Clear tonight, lows in the mid-30s. A north wind at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny, highs in the mid-40s. A north-northeast wind at 10 to 20 miles an hour on Saturday. Saturday night becoming a bit more breezy under partly cloudy skies, lows in the lower 30s with east-northeast winds at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Rain likely on Sunday. Temperatures in the mid-50s. New rain Sunday between a tenth and a quarter of an inch. Sunday night, a 30% chance of rain showers. Lows in the upper 20s. West winds at 20 to 30 miles an hour. Monday, sunny. Highs in the mid-30s. A west-northwest wind at 15 to 20 miles an hour. And Monday wind gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Right now, it is partly cloudy across central Illinois as we roll through this Friday. 42 at the airport in Bloomington, 42 in Hayworth, it's 39 in Leroy, 43 in Farmer City, 43 in Champaign, 42 in Monticello, 46 in Decatur, 42 in Mount Pulaski, 41 in Lincoln, 45 in Springfield, and 40 degrees in Peoria. 38 degrees, partly cloudy in Clinton. East winds are calm, 92% humidity with 10 miles of visibility on this Friday. Weather anytime is at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
You have a list of things. None of those things say, wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you. Nope. You have a list of things and Ace has them. From lawn and garden brands you trust. We also have local experts who make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list and great service is at the top.
Hi, this is Shelley at Gibson Ace in Clinton, the helpful place. Stop by our store today where our helpful staff are ready to assist you.
Your own home without the maintenance. If you're 55 or better, a beautiful Liberty Village villa could be yours. This is Erin, and I invite you to come take a tour of our move-in ready villa. Click the Liberty Village icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Simply the finest.
DeWittDailyNews.com is the area's leading local news source 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the latest local news, obituaries, police blotter, weather forecast, and more with no paywall. Head to DeWittDailyNews.com to get the local information you need to know.
CEO Paul Skowron here from Warner Hospital and Health Services in Clinton. We're proud to be the title sponsor of WHOW and WEZC's Sounds of the Season nonstop Christmas music, December 24th and 25th for the 7th consecutive year. Tune your radio to either station from noon, Christmas Eve through midnight on Christmas Day, as many of our staff wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas.
Clinton Maroon live play-by-play this season on WHOW, the Big 1520 daytime, 92.3 FM in DeWitt County and 106.5 in Bloomington, normal all the time. Plus streamed at DeWittDailyNews.com on the WHO mobile app and Amazon Alexa. Plus tune in for a best of Clinton sports broadcast every Saturday morning at 10. All brought to you by Baum Chevy Buick, Clinton Athletic Boosters, Clinton Community YMCA, Mid-State Eye, and Grimsley's Flowers.
Today's morning show can be heard by downloading the free WHOW mobile app in your favorite store.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. My guests in studio this morning, Paula Jiles is the Executive Director of the DeWitt County Friendship Center, and Mike Warner with Community Care Systems in studio with us today. Paula, introduce us to Mike here this morning.
This is Mike Warner. He is new. Started in July, and has like really gotten his feet, legs, and probably total body wet with with this Medicare.
Yeah.
So
Medicare Part D Open Enrollment, Mike. Let's, before we dive into those things, introduce yourself to us and our listeners.
Okay. Well, I'm Mike Warner. I have worked as an occupational therapist for the last 24 years. And this past summer, decided it was time to switch gears. I wanted to do something still helping people. And this position seemed like a good fit. And it's been quite a learning experience.
I'll bet it has. Started in July, and come October, open enrollment really kicks into high gear. So what has been, as you're preparing for Medicare Part D, what was that process like? Because, I mean, you're not only learning about Part D, open enrollment, but you've got to learn about all the other programs and, of course, community care systems and how it all works. What was that transition like?
Well, I had to go through Medicare training, and that took several weeks. And that was, everything that Medicare offers, so that was all inclusive. And been going strong with the Part D enrollments since the 15th of October.
Sure. And with that, I mean, you know the ins and outs of that program, when it starts, but, really kind of getting that flood of people needing help and, working them through all their questions and issues, what was that like? When did you really get comfortable with that, with that kind of flood of interest, if you will?
Well, of course, everybody has a different situation, and it's about finding the right plan, to fit a person's situation.
Sure.
So, after, like I said, after a month or so into it, I was getting more comfortable, kind of having a little more of an expectation, as to what was to come.
Yeah, definitely. When it comes to Medicare Part D Open Enrollment, what is Medicare Part D Open Enrollment? Why is it so important?
Well, Part D is the prescription plan, and of course, a lot of people take medication, and everybody's looking to kind of get the cheapest plan that they can, especially people who are on a fixed income. So that's really been the goal, is just to try to help people save money.
Absolutely. So what has the last few months been like, just in terms of walking everyone through their situations? What have your office hours been like? Visits to other places? What has your schedule kind of looked like the last few months here as you work through this?
Well, my days have been pretty well booked up. I do have some offsite outreach places that I attend. And
like where are you headed? When you're off site, where are you at?
I'm in Farmer City several times a month, and then I'm also at DeWitt and Nixon Manor.
Sure. With the open enrollment period, time is really running short. I think Tuesday is the last day for this.
Yes, it is.
Talk a little bit about that deadline coming up. What do seniors need to know? What's your schedule like? Can they still get a hold of you? How about some of those things?
Yeah, my schedule is completely full, and at this point, if someone has a need to enroll, calling Medicare, 1-800-Medicare is the only option at this point.
Sure. When they make that call, Mike, what do they need to know? Do they need to have documentation handy? Whether they're enrolling for the first time or maybe they're updating their plan. What comes with those two things? What can you tell us about that?
They really just need to have their Medicare number and a list of their prescriptions. Other than that, there would be an advisor that would walk them through the process.
Sure. Very good. Is it one of those things? Is it a visual thing where, you want to, let's say you're walking someone through all the various plans or the options that they have. Is it best for them to have that information in front of them to follow along with? How about that from that visual piece? Does that make sense?
Sure. Well, for myself in the office, I actually have a second computer screen that people can look at the programs as I'm going along, so they can see what I'm doing. And I use a plan finder.
Okay.
That makes it very easy for people to see the different plans and the prices. And so that's very helpful.
Sure. Very good. Again, our guest in studio, Paula Jiles, is the executive director of the DeWitt County Friendship Center, and Mike Warner is the new community care systems advocate here in DeWitt County. Paula, Mike, did I miss anything on Medicare Part D Open Enrollment you think we should know about?
The only thing I got to say is plan early.
Yeah.
Don't wait till the last minute because he's booked.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had to turn people away for him.
Yeah, it's disappointing. We've got 2 days left, and you're booked up. So that again, and I know that we talk about this, Paula. We talked about it when we had Diane in here. That even before the process started, appointments were being made, and people were already interested. So your time fills up fast, I'm sure.
Yes, it does.
Definitely. Well, let's move on, Mike. And once Medicare Part D wraps up, that open enrollment period wraps up, what is on your radar after all of this?
Well, of course, through the year, I assist people with applying for Medicaid, the benefit access application, which is the license plate discount. That's very popular. And, energy assistance programs.
Oh, sure. Especially this time of the year,
right.
You want to start getting, I don't think we've really ever, taken a dive into that. The energy assistance aspect of Medicare. Walk us through that. What's available out there?
Well, the energy assistance actually isn't part of Medicare.
Oh, okay.
That's a separate program.
Yeah. Through like who?
Community Action.
Mm-hmm. Now, how do you advocate in that process, and what's that kind of like, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I have access to applications for people who want to apply for that.
Okay.
So I can help them through that process.
And what kind of, I think of when I hear, energy assistance, maybe an improvement to your furnace or, weatherization to your home. What are the options available there? Let's say somebody has a need, but they're not sure if it kind of qualifies under that umbrella. What does this all entail?
Well, and this is for like getting a discount on your power bill.
Okay.
So again, with the application, a person would need their financial situation.
Yeah.
It really all is based on that. So
okay, very good. Well, that's like I said, I never knew that you were a help in that. So that's really good to know. But you mentioned Medicare, just general enrollment, and then of course the license plate program. That license plate program, I'll tell you what, if seniors aren't taking advantage of that, they need to. That's a really great discount. Walk us through that.
Well, yeah, and a lot of people are. Well, it's an application that I perform online. And it usually only takes a couple of days, for the turnaround on that.
Okay.
And I send a approval letter to the client, and they take that in to the DMV.
Yeah. Now, when that process, like, let's say someone's license is ready to expire, is that when they should look into this, or can they do it at any point in the year?
It's recommended to do it like 3 months prior.
Okay.
However, like I said, it doesn't usually take that long, but it does need to be done ahead of time.
Okay, so keep that in mind then. Right. And you mentioned the general enrollment into Medicaid. Talk a little bit about that. What folks need to know there. And Paula brought up a good point while we were on, or before we got started. Get that process started early. That's kind of a theme with a lot of this stuff that I'm hearing is start this process early. Walk us through that enrollment piece.
For Medicare?
Yes, for Medicare, yeah.
Medicare, okay. Well, for a person who is turning 65, they actually have a 7-month window to enroll in Medicare. You have 3 months prior to your 65th birthday, the month that you turn 65, and then 3 months after.
So you've got about a 6-month window, give or take there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is it important to start that early?
Well, for people who don't get their Medicare card automatically, they have to contact Social Security and provide information to them to get their Medicare card, and that takes a little time.
Okay.
So to make sure that you have your Medicare card before you turn 65. So
that's a big component of it then.
Absolutely.
All right, and then what's next? What happens after that?
Well, once a person has their Medicare card, they can come in and, of course, they'll have their Medicare A and B, and then the D portion of Medicare, again, I can help them enroll in that.
Now, if you're a first-time enrollee into Medicare, can you enroll in Medicare Part D at any time, or do you have to wait for that open enrollment period?
You don't have to wait for open enrollment when you're new to Medicare.
Okay, gotcha. But if you want to change your plan, that's when the open enrollment period is important.
Correct.
Okay, I got you. Very good. So that makes it, for a lot of folks, I'm sure that makes things very easy. Just get it all done all at once. What types of things do you need, Mike, in that enrollment process? Not just for Part D, but Medicare in general. Like, do you need financial records? Anything like that?
There's no financial records needed. Really, just your Medicare number.
Okay.
we can't do anything without the Medicare number.
Okay.
So that's why it's so important to get that Medicare card before we start the process.
All right. Very good. So again, if folks want to reach out to you with any questions about, like we said, Medicare Part D, you're pretty well booked until the expiration of that enrollment period on Tuesday. But if they want to reach out to you, how do they get a hold of you with questions on, say, the license plate program, that energy assistance, all those things? How do they get a hold of you, Mike?
Well, they can call me at 935-4560.
After one thing I should ask, after open enrollment, will you continue to make visits to like Nixon and Nixon Manor, DeWitt Manor? Will you still go to Farmer City? Like what will your schedule be like after Tuesday?
The outreach sites are year round.
Okay. Now, what is your schedule at those places? I know you mentioned that already, but just remind us where are you at and when are you there?
Farmer City, I'm there 3 times a month for 2 hours on one of the visits and 3 hours on the other 2.
Okay. Any other visits besides Farmer City outside of Clinton? I mean, do you go to Weldon? Yeah, I was going to say, do you go to Weldon?
I did go to Kinney.
Okay.
But that was just 2 visits, and that was during open enrollment.
Right. Waynesville at all? Waynesville? No? Okay. No. All right. Just curious. Very good. Again, Mike, the number to reach you at the Friendship Center is?
217-935-4560.
Very good. Again, that is Mike Warner. He is the new community care systems advocate at the DeWitt County Friendship Center. Also in studio with us today, Paula Jiles, executive director of the DeWitt County Friendship Center. More to come with them on the WHOW Morning Show.
Let's check the opening numbers now at the Chicago Board of Trade on this Friday. I'm Jim Taylor for the RFD Radio Network. Corn higher, beans double-digit higher, and wheat starting the day lower. December corn 582.5 up 5.5. March corn up 4.5, 581.25. And December 22 corn opening at 552.5 up 3.5. January beans 1260.25 up 16. March beans up 15.75. 1265.75. November 22 beans up 14.25 to start the day. 1233.5. December wheat 807 up half a penny. March wheat down 2 3/4. 812.25. July wheat 799.25 down 3 1/4. December bean meal 358 even up 150. And December bean oil opening at 56.23 up 118. A look at the opening numbers at the Chicago Board of Trade on this Friday. I'm Jim Taylor for the RFD Radio Network.
At Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton and Baum Motor Company in Farmer City, our job is to help you and solve your transportation needs. This is Scott Baum. Both in Clinton or Farmer City, we'll listen and find options for a different vehicle, or we'll give you repair options to keep that car, truck, or SUV safe and trouble-free so you can continue with your busy schedule. If it has to do with transportation, we're here to help. Visit our full-service team today in Clinton or Farmer City. Baum Chevrolet Buick, right from the start.
Clinton Save-A-Lot owner Dave Jackson tells us live cashiers are important. Here's Dave with more.
The cashier actually doing the cashiering is pretty darn important, and the customers respond to that. We've gotten a tremendous response to our campaign reminding people that we have live cashiers.
You get live cashiers every time you save up to 40% off on your grocery bill at your Clinton Save-A-Lot. And as Dave always says,
and we hope to see you soon.
Tell Amazon Alexa, play WHOW Radio to hear the morning show and all our programming right there on your Amazon Echo.
Once again, a good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. And again, in studio with us today is Paula Jiles, Executive Director of the DeWitt County Friendship Center, and Mike Warner, the newest community care systems advocate in DeWitt County. Paula, let's talk a little bit about the Friendship Center. What's been going on with the folks over there lately? What have you guys been doing?
We're not slowing down. We've been going to a little theater, the Barn 3. We have some trips coming up this month, like 4 within the next 15 days.
All right. Well, what's on the trip calendar? We'll start there.
Okay, trip calendar is this Saturday, tomorrow.
Okay.
We're going to Little Theater on the Square, and it's We All Need Christmas.
All right.
And there's still openings on that, so if anybody wants to go, just call the center and get on that one. The next trip would be then next Friday. we're going to go to the Beef House over in Indy, and we have tickets available for that. And then the next day on the 10th is the Beef House. The 11th is we're going to see an Elvis tribute, and that's put on by the Oasis Senior Center in Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun. And then on the 15th is the Barn 3, and it's another Christmas show. And then I'm done.
Done for the year.
Done.
Well, you've got a big event coming up on the 8th.
I do.
What's going on the 8th?
It is our holiday luncheon, and this is the first year back after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
We have tickets available, and they are free. A ticket, just put your name on the list, and there may be something fun with that ticket, but more to be said about that the day of.
Okay.
And then we have Christmas bingo,
Mm-hmm.
and we got a grant this year. One of our board members got a grant for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a $2,000 grant, 100 people, $20 Christmas present. They're really nice.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, they're really nice.
For anybody that comes out.
For anybody that has a ticket.
Yeah.
Yep, they
Got to
can
get a
play
ticket,
Christmas.
right?
You got to get a ticket.
Okay. How do
And
they
we
get a
have-
ticket?
Just walk up to the center
Mm-hmm.
and go in and sign up, and we'll give you a ticket.
I know bingo is a hot commodity at the Friendship Center.
I
So
love bingo.
I venture a guess you'll probably get a lot of interest in this.
I hope so. I hope so. We have been wrapping presents for the last 2 or 3 days, and I'm thankful it's done.
Ahead of time.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thankful. But so Monday starts all the preparation. So
Yeah.
if you could get those tickets, that would be great.
The community luncheon, who's that open to? Like, who's it for?
Seniors,
Okay.
any senior.
All right. And you just serve them lunch.
We serve them lunch, and we have community members that come in and help me serve the lunch.
Mhm.
So like my seniors that are volunteers, they just get to sit down.
Oh, nice.
So they don't have to help serve the
And
lunch.
you've got a lot of seniors that do a lot of things.
I do have a lot of seniors do a lot of things.
Yeah.
They're
So that's
awesome.
really nice to give
Yeah.
give back to them a little bit.
Yeah. So that's what this is for.
Mhm.
Is some people don't get a holiday
Mm-hmm.
dinner of any type. So
Yeah.
but get your ticket.
What's the meal this year?
Turkey and dressing, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, cherry pineapple salad, rolls, and Denny's Donuts cake.
All right. Very good. You're feeding them well.
I try.
Awesome. Very good. So look forward to that. That's November 8th.
It's December 8th.
December 8th. That's what I meant. Listen, Paula, like I say, listen to what I mean, not what I say. Okay.
I knew what you were thinking.
Thank you very much. And that goes for the listening audience as well. But all that said, the luncheon, do you need it? Is that a ticketed event?
It is. You get the ticket for that and bingo.
Oh, okay. And it's 100 for both.
Yeah, 100. And if you get a ticket for lunch, you got to stay for bingo.
Okay.
So you get your present.
All
and
right.
we do have coveralls that day too, which is the big bingo where you have to cover your card.
Mhm.
We had some special stuff for that.
Okay.
So
Wow. It's going to be a big day.
Yeah.
When and
Mike
where?
probably won't want to be around at all because it's so noisy.
What time is all this start?
Starts at lunches at 11:30.
Okay.
At 12 o'clock, we have Illinois Prairie Foundation. They are grant givers. They're
Mhm.
going to come and give a 15-minute presentation. I hope I'm going to have a couple people there to Christmas Carol. Then we're going to start our bingo.
All righty. So it should be a great
Boom.
day. Yeah. Awesome. Very good. Other than trips and that, is there anything else on the calendar you want to mention?
The only other thing we have is our Christmas treat fundraiser that we always do in December.
Mhm.
The final day to order is December 7th and pickup date is December 17th.
Okay. And
Cookies, candy, you name it, it's
really?
on there. Yep.
Okay. Is it like too late to?
Nope. Until
Oh.
December 7th, you can order.
Okay. How does one order?
You
where
can
to-
call us.
All right.
You can mail us the form that was in their newsletter last month. or
Like,
you
could I
can-
do this?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, what if I didn't get a newsletter and I need to know what you
I mail one out here. I don't know who takes it.
you do?
I do.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Well, if you
Hmm.
need one, just let me know and I'll.
I'm gonna have to call you up and
Yeah.
make sure our info's right.
Yep.
Because I need to get that.
That'd be perfect.
I need to get that. All right, very good. But for someone like me that didn't get one, can
Call
they
us.
call you?
Yep, because we have a stack of them just waiting to fill out for you.
Very good. Anything else? I've got a minute left with you, Paula. Anything else you want to mention?
All of that stuff is homemade, just so you know.
Okay. I know you're closed some days coming up this month.
We are closed on December 24th and 27th
Mhm.
for Christmas, and December 31st and January 3rd
Mhm. For New Year's.
for New Year's.
Very
Yeah.
good. All right. Keep those dates in mind, and we'll look forward to that. If folks want information about the Friendship Center, Paula, where do they go? Who do they call?
217-935-9411.
Mhm.
And I don't know what days Mike's going to be closed.
Mike, when are you going to be there
Put you on the spot.
for the holidays?
I will not be there on the 24th. or the 31st.
That's it, huh? You're a trooper, man.
I'm not.
How about that? Very nice.
I need a break.
Mike, how do folks get a hold of you with all things Medicare? How about that? How do they get a hold of you? Phone number?
Phone number is 217-935-4560.
Very good, guys. Thanks so much for coming out today. Again, that is Paula Jiles, Executive Director of the DeWitt County Friendship Center, and Mike Warner, the newest community care systems advocate, in studio with us. Network news on the way on the WHOW Morning Show.
The Big 1520 WHOW Clinton, 92.3 FM, W222 BG Clinton, 106.5 FM, W293 DJ Normal Bloomington.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com.